up, ladies and gentlemen?
Introducing Outplayed. Record anything on your PC. Highlight reels, let's play sessions, mod showcases, game reviews, speed.
Oh no, my OBS Studio button's broken. Here, chat. Listen to music while I fix it. Sorry if I take like 10 minutes, okay? Oh no, what do I do? Oh no. Oh god, please help me. It was just working just fine when I started the stream. Why is it not working now? Please work. Please. Please work. Please work. Why is it not working? Button. Hello, button. Please work for me. Hello, button. Button. Hello, button. Please work. Please work, please. Please work. I'm having issues. There we go, there we go. Okay, wait. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and boom. Okay, there we go. It's working, it's working. How you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh my gosh. Your chat. Hold up, chat. Your chat here. chat, hold up, be right back. So chat, today we're gonna be doing something crazy, okay? We are going here, hold on. We are going to be doing something I've never done before, okay? Here, let me turn off my music. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna be doing something crazy, okay? So I'm going to I'll just play it, but I'll put it like that. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna be trying to get my Roblox account banned, okay? Okay, there you go. We're gonna be trying to get my Roblox account banned. Now, not the account that I'm using now. I'm talking about this old account. The Mickey SA account. That's what people call it. But it's called Mickey SA. Anyways, we're gonna be trying to get that account banned. This account banned. Hopefully I don't make a mistake and ban it forever. That was kind of bad. So let's start off with type 1 in the chat if we should start by joining Brookhaven and saying swear words, okay? Type 1 in the chat if we should do that, okay? Type 1 in the chat. Type 2 if you think we should join a bathroom game. I mean, not a bathroom game. Type 2 if we should join Brookhaven and make fun of people. Because I know when I made fun of people last time, I got banned more easier. So maybe we should do that. We should do that. And scam people and please donate. Okay, 1. Okay, we'll do 1. If I don't talk a lot, it's because audio issues, okay? Okay, just don't worry, okay? Yeah, let me just turn on my microphone real quick. Let me fix one thing and we'll play, okay? Okay, we're going to join the game. We're joining the game. There we go. Oh, wait. Where are the servers? Oh, there they are. We're join a server live. This one, there we go. We're joining this one. I want to join that server. Let me just hide my screen real quick. Let me hide my screen. Alright, okay, so let's do this. So first of all, we're worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, okay? Don't worry about that. Okay, we're gonna say some bad words, okay? So we're gonna talk smack. So we're going to say every everyone sucks. Y'all should get a life. Y'all should get a life, okay? Y'all should get a life, and we should also put F y'all. F y'all. F y'all. F y'all. Okay. F/y'all. Dead. Oh. Get a woman. Get a woman. Imagine being G-A-Y. I'm gonna spam gay. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, it's not working. It's not working, Jeff. For some reason, I am not getting banned right now. I'm not getting banned. I want to get banned. I want to get banned. Nate. Gosh, Nate. Woman. Are so hot. Oh, I should not be saying that. Oh, I should not be saying that. Oh, I'm gonna get my account banned for this. Get out. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. G-A-Y. Woman. I'm gonna spam a lot of stuff. Here. Watch me get inappropriate.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, here. I'm gonna start talking more now. Here, type one in the chat if we type one in the chat if we should try scamming people and please donate. Type one in the chat. Okay, chat. We're going to say we're going to scam people and please donate. Okay. Okay, we're going to talk smack again. Okay. We talk smack again and see if we can get me in that way. Okay, we're going to try. We're going to try. It's a risky plan, but we have to try. I'm going to put my chat on all messages. There we go. I should not have said that. If you guys read the chat right now, and if you guys just read that, I think I'll get banned. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get banned for this, chat. I don't think I get banned. I don't think I'm gonna get banned for this. I don't think I'm gonna get banned for this. Well, I can try, but it's risky. It's a risky plan. It's a risky plan. I'm going to try. I'm going to try and see. Well, actually, I have a good idea. Here, hold up. I'm going to. Oops, I forgot. Oops, I didn't mean to click on that. Oops, I didn't mean to click on that. There you go. Let me do this. I'm going to type something really important. Okay. I put in the chat, go beg your homeless dad. Oh yeah, you don't have one. not supposed to spam, but it's the only way to get banned. Yeah, I'm going to spam that, spam that, spam, 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 and that scared me. 10,000. Or does that say 1,000? Does this say 10,000 or 1,000? Does that say 10,000 or 1,000? Does that say 10,000 or 1,000? I'm stupid. Okay, it's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work out. I'm going to leave. It's not working. It's not working. I'm not getting banned. I need to get 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 banned somehow. Let's try. Yeah, I'm gonna try. If I try doors, it's not gonna work. Oh. Refresh. Oh, oh my gosh. 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 It worked. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. It worked. Look at this. Banned for 1 day. It says, if you violate the community standards again, your account may be suspended for at least 3 days. Our contact moderators have determined your behavior on Roblox and been violating our terms of use. Oh my god, 7:04 p.m. Roblox does not permit languages, behavior, or contact of any bad. This is what he said that got me banned. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I said wing. I said y'all boys have the smallest. You know what? Oh my gosh. I even put that. Why did I even put that? Yo. Please. Okay, did I? Blah, 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 blah. Wait a minute. This is actually real. Is this real? It's real. god, it worked. Chat, it worked. It worked, chat. Yo, let me take a screenshot of this. Yo, I gotta take a screenshot of this. I need to take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. Hold up, I need to take a screenshot. Screen like clipper. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. Yeah, let me just get my snipping tool. There we go, Jack. There it is, Jack. We got banned. We have got banned. It has worked. Wait a minute, I'm curious. If I go on my other account, yeah, I'm gonna log out of this one. I'm gonna log out of this one. Yeah, I'm looking at my private information. Yeah, if I log into my other account and I search up my account I just got banned. Here, I need to put that. How's it won't work? Here I am right there. Boy, let me go to my thing. Yes, it will, but I got banned, chat. Oh my gosh, chat. I cannot believe that happened. I cannot believe that. Let me check something on Twitter real quick. Let me go back over here. Here, I'm gonna log out of this again. Let me just hide this. I don't like when people are able to see my log information. I don't like it. Here, I have my account is the same password. Yeah, there it is right there. Save. There we go. All of that, chat. All of that is the reason why I got banned. Right there. Here, let's see. Happy Easter, have a great day. Okay. Here, let's see what's going on, drama recently. Let's go to RTC. So I need to make a video for tomorrow. Okay, no news. Okay, no news. Let me check Roblox maybe. I forgot to change the logo. What's this? Surprise! Mini Easter update coming this weekend. Released on Saturday. Which I think already came out. Yeah, already came out. Okay, that's crazy. That is actually crazy. Oh man, that's actually kind of crazy. That's very crazy right there. Yeah, where's the screenshot? You know what? I'm going to save it. There we go. I saved it. No, I don't want anyone seeing my personal information. What do I go to here? There it is, right there. I'm gonna change the thumbnail of the stream. Let me just go on over here. I'm gonna change it real quick. I'm going to go here. I'm gonna go to save photos. It doesn't let me. Wait, does it? There you go. There it is. Okay, save. There it is right there. It's been saved. It's been saved right there. Okay, that's cool. Anyways, I think we should play a little bit. I forgot. I got banned. Oh wow. Okay, I got banned. Okay. Since I got banned, what do we do now, huh? What are we gonna do now? You know, what are we gonna do now? You know, can't do anything. What are we gonna do now? You know what? No, let's do this. Okay, let's play a little bit of. Let's play a little bit of. Let's see. Tower of Heck. A little bit of Tower of Heck. See if I can win. Which, oh yeah, I forgot I got banned. Oh no. Oh no, I gotta go back over here. They changed our logo again. I don't know why they did it again. Oh yeah, I forgot. Here's the the thing again. Okay, can I go back to my other account, please? Go back to my other account. Okay, let me hide this. I need to remember my password, man. I forget my password all the times, man. I forget my password all the times. I really need to figure it out. How to not forget. It's really annoying. Here, hopefully I don't leak my password. There we go. You see, I thought I said it was like, oh no, there we go. Okay, let's play some, oh, oh, I need to be careful, because if I wouldn't have showed you guys that right there, I would have been cooked. I would have been cooked. I would have been cooked. With fried cooked, man. I'm gonna get banned for that. Oh, cat. Oh my god, my cat is literally underneath me right now. Of course. Okay, let's play a little bit of this. Okay. Why is my channel in? Channel. No. Okay, there. Turn on my shit locker. Try not to say that word in lobbies. Sometimes I take it too far. Say the opposite of shit locker. You know what I mean by that? Jump. Okay. Great. Jump. I'm taking some ideas too because if you guys didn't know, check the YouTube shorts on my YouTube section. I'm actually making a game called The Express Tower, and it's gonna be basically like this, but a little worse, okay? This is easy, okay? People say this is hard. Oh, my game's gonna be even harder. See, I feel that. It's gonna be even harder. Well, if there's no delays, I can upload the game by June 8th, but my birthday, which I don't think will be happening on that day. It's kind of dumb, and I don't know how to script, so I'll think about it. Oh, come on. No. play that game anymore. We ain't playing that game anymore. Here, I want to make a video where we react to something, okay? I wanted to don't worry about that old man right there. It's a long story. I want to watch a video that I think will be kind of cool to watch. What the heck? Where is it? Why is this? Why does this have to be there? Okay, let me search it up real quick over here.
If you hate constantly being swarmed by ads, you need to download.
No. Okay, we're gonna react to this. Okay, we're gonna react to this. Okay. I'll make a video. Here we go. Okay, guys, we are live right now. Shout out to the live stream chat. If they were there right now, they're not here right now, but it's okay. It's going to be a replay. Anyways, we're going to be reacting to this right here. The sequel, I said it again. Okay, guys, we're live right now. Shout out to the chat. We're going to be reacting to this right here. The Secret Legal History of Dhar Mann. By, what's his name again? It's Blanco. It's Blanco. Something like that. Here we go.
Dhar Mann has one of the most unique reputations online. A combination of being one of the most wholesome creators while also being a cringe content factory. And with over 20 million subscribers, you most definitely know who he is with or against your will. But lots of people don't really seem to know what's behind the motivational messages. Before Dhar became an internet sensation, he had several issues with businesses going against legal protocol, very big disputes with business partners, and even being accused of defrauding the city of Oakland for tens of thousands of dollars. Overall, Dhar has a very, very shady rise to where he is right now. So let's cut the bullshit and get right into it. Dhar Mann was born in
Did they have to put that in the freaking video?
1984 in America after his parents immigrated from India with $7 and big dreams. They settled in Oakland, California, where they saw big opportunities for the transportation industry. They founded the taxi company Friendly Cab, which ended up being the biggest taxi company in that area. Dhar's parents were often so busy that they really didn't spend much time with him, so they showered him with money instead. Because they weren't around a lot, instead of being able to give me their time, they gave me money to do things. In order to have love and live a meaningful life, you have to have money. Now, the taxi company was very, very successful and provided big economic benefits in Oakland. Dhar's parents also delved into the real estate business as well and ended up owning over 130 properties in Oakland. Now, these included vacant lots, commercial properties, single-family homes, etc. And this was also a very successful business venture for them, but they also engaged in very, very shady practices. Many of the properties that they purchased violated tons of safety policies to the point where they were uninhabitable, and they intentionally misled tenants that had very limited English and little money. There is a long, long list of all of the hazards that were in these homes. One of the families that even rented for them claimed that they were temporarily homeless because of the safety concerns. Over time, this caught up with the family very, very badly, and they ended up having to pay over $3.9 million to the city of Oakland. It was also revealed that Dhar's parents were very big donators to very large political figures in the area, which came under very, very big scrutiny at the time of these lawsuits. Dhar's direction in life was very heavily inspired by his parents, as he wanted to become an entrepreneur just like them. But along the way, he also inherited lots of their shady and dishonest practices as well. Following in their footsteps, Dhar got into the real estate business at 19 years old. With some hefty investment money from his parents and lots of connections in the industry, he was able to start his own company. He would purchase various properties to renovate and then would rent or sell those properties to customers. Basically what your average real estate company normally does. But just like with what his parents did, a lot of these properties were still sold in undesirable conditions.
Yep,
and because of
that's
this,
true.
Dar faced some legal issues.
Yep,
The
he faced some
details
legal
of what
issues.
he specifically did and what he faced is not very clear. But considering that he was doing some illegal practices and also was a newcomer in a very, very intense industry, this quickly became one of his first of many, many failures. He then founded Wealthy Cars, which was a company that would rent high-end luxury cars to buyers. This failed pretty soon after. He then founded Avenue Loans, which was a mortgage refinancing company. Now this company would help homeowners by trying to save money on their monthly payments or reduce interest rates on their mortgages. This also failed very soon after. At 26 years old with multiple failed businesses, Dar did not know where to go next. Until one day, one of his offices was broken into by a tenant of his. Dar saw that that tenant was secretly using the space to grow plants there. Instead of calling the cops, Dar saw this as an opportunity, and so he decided to get into the medical.
Are you a Roblox fanatic?
Are you serious right now?
Microsoft Rewards has a brand new way for
Don't worry
you
about the
to
ad.
earn
Stupid ads.
Industry. But before we continue, I need to tell you guys about Incogni, today's sponsor. Now, how often do you get those annoying spam calls that are very obviously scams? Service like this, so make sure that you use my code Blanco in the thanks Incogni. But he didn't really know anything about growing the stuff per se. So instead, he decided to form a company that would sell equipment for other growers to use. And even though Dar had only actually seen a marijuana plant for the first time 2 years before, he saw this as a very big opportunity. Now, Dar's father was not big on this, but Dar had the vision. He rented a warehouse from his father in Oakland and started selling hydroponic equipment, calling the company WeGrow. Now, even though Dar was an experienced entrepreneur, this was a territory that he just did not know anything about. He was extremely unfamiliar with the industry. He needed someone that was experienced and would help give Dar guidance. And that's when he was approached by Derek Peterson, an investment banker at Morgan Stanley. Now, Derek was a very well-respected man on Wall Street and had quite a lot of interest in working in the medical industry. Dar took a liking to Derek and proposed an idea. Derek would start his own company, GrowUp. His company would manufacture and sell the equipment.
Did he just say grow up or grow up operation? Get right in it. Oh. Sorry, that was my father. Let's continue.
Equipment to Dar's company, and Dar would then sell that equipment to other customers. Dar and Derek would respectfully have shares in each other's companies and would profit off of each other's success. Derek liked the idea, left Morgan Stanley, and partnered with Dar to take over the world. And they were already met with pretty quick success. Now, probably thanks to the giant warehouse that Dar rented from his dad, the business was already getting some pretty quick recognition. In its first year, GrowUp already profited $2 million, which was giving them an estimated $15 million to $16 million market cap. That is insane for a first year. They were dominating Oakland and already planned to open up 75 more warehouses in different states. The two of them made the cover of Mother Jones magazine, and Dar even planned on filming a reality show pilot called Hempire. Dar was finally getting his big break and becoming rich like he knew he was destined to be. But this success was very limited. Pretty soon after, Dar and Derek started not seeing eye to eye, and Dar decided to slowly separate from Derek. That very same year, Derek was accusing Dar of many shady practices, including lying to him about WeGrow's financials, not reimbursing Derek for the $50,000 that was owed to him, and also failing to employ vendors and employees. This was a fucking Hondro Ponzi scheme, for lack of a better term. And employees. This was a fucking Hondro Ponzi depths. However, Dar claimed that Derek was fabricating all of this just to get back at him for trying to slow down on their partnership. Dar successfully countersued Derek and earned stake in Derek's company. Dar won, but this was a very, very short-lived victory, because the very next year, Dar was being charged for defrauding the city of Oakland for tens of thousands of dollars. So how did this happen? Now, at the time, Dar was working again on a different real estate company and submitted documentation for a re-beautification program, which is basically when someone improves the aesthetics and renovates parts of the city and gets reimbursed for it. Dar claims that he was repairing and renovating certain aspects of the city at the time. However, many of the invoices and the documents that he submitted seemed to be false. He was falsely claiming that he made renovations that were never made, and was also lying about how much money he was actually spending on certain repairs. This costed Oakland an estimated $44,000. Dar was charged on 13 different counts for defrauding the program. He was facing up to 5 years in jail, but took a plea deal. He pleaded no contest to the 5 counts and paid nearly $40,000 in fines, and was sentenced to 5 years probation. In 2021, he claims that the charges were expunged, but it's unsure. This forced Darman to close the WeGrow business, and this ruined his reputation as a businessman. Dar was now officially at his lowest point in life. He was 30, broke, depressed, and had a horrible reputation in the media. He was living his biggest nightmare, being a failure. But 2014 would be the beginning for Darman's turnaround. That would be the year that he met his soon-to-be wife, Laura Avila. Together, they were looking for a new opportunity, so Dar founded the makeup company Live Glam with only $600. Live Glam was a subscription service that would deliver monthly trendy beauty products, and this was pretty successful very quickly. And Dar was pretty well prepared to lead this company to victory. One of the biggest aspects that made it so successful was the use of social media. Having content creators and influencers promote the product helped it reach the right audience. And soon enough, Dar was rich once again. But just like every single one of his businesses, this one also had some pretty shady stuff behind it. Many people reported that after they would use their card to purchase from Live Glam, they would notice very, very large charges on their credit card very soon after. Either people were secretly using this info, or they had a very, very poor security system. And while it may have seemed coincidental, it was very coincidental for this amount of people to say the very same thing. There were also a lot of reported issues with trying to cancel subscriptions, receiving damaged products, and very, very bad customer service, and lots of other things as well. However, to this day, Live Glam is still a very, very successful cosmetic company. He was now back on top, living the dream. And now with his new success, he had time to focus on some of his other hobbies. So he started taking dance lessons. He found an experienced dance instructor who would teach him every week. However, one day, the instructor did not show up. Dar was confused and frustrated by the absence, so he texted the instructor. After receiving no reply, he continuously texted the instructor in a very, very aggressive manner. The instructor's dad responding to Dar, letting him know that his son recently just took his own life. The news put Dar into tears. He was ashamed and felt terrible for being so quick to anger against someone that was going through such a terrible time. It was an eye-opening.
Not just changing stories, we're changing lives. Yeah, he told us, like, Darman's like, you should not meet someone before you meet someone in their own shoes. Yeah, you didn't do that, Darman. Yeah, so you cannot be talking to her.
Moment for Dar that really changed his perspective on life. And he now felt it was his purpose to give people that exact same epiphany. And with the money that he made from Live Glam, he founded Darman Studios in 2018. A channel with high quality production skits that would leave the viewer with a powerful moral message. Dar hired an entire production team and actors to get this production going, and quickly it already gained success. One of his very first videos, Before You Take Someone for Granted, went pretty viral on Facebook. It depicted a man who starts yelling at his wife for the house being messy and barely doing anything all day, which then reveals that the mom in reality puts in a ton of work to help take care of the kids and do various chores around the house. Dar narrates the entire video of how important it is to show appreciation for people and gives the viewers a very nice wholesome message. Even though it was one of his very first videos, it already went viral and soon translated to YouTube as well. Dar quickly figured out how to use the algorithm to his advantage. His thumbnails thumbnails with a person zoomed in face of them doing a very animated expression while also having
Yeah.
extremely clickbaity titles such as Gold Digger dumps boyfriend then regrets her decision, sister ashamed of her disabled brother, she instantly regrets it, kid to be in charge for 24 hours, what happens next is shocking, always worked like a charm. These were perfect eye-grabbing thumbnails and titles that guaranteed people to click on the video.
Yeah, the thumbnails nowadays are just ladies without shirts, okay? Yeah, new Darman is not good, okay? The old Darman was way better, more entertaining. New Darman just sucks.
And with having TV studio-like quality, it definitely helped people to stick around and watch the whole thing. In 3 years, Dar would already break over 4 million subscribers, one of the fastest rising channels ever. He went from posting weekly to now posting every single weekday, putting more and more focus and energy into the brand. And clearly it was working. New York Times deemed him the moral philosopher of YouTube. However, he had a pretty mixed reputation. His videos were getting tons of views, but lots of people saw his content as very cringy and corny, with very cheap dialogue that just spoon-fed the most basic and generic messages. It wasn't really that revelating. It felt like those very cheap programs that they would show in school to tell kids not to bully each other. He became the laughingstock of reaction channels that would laugh constantly at all of his corny content. However, it's not like Dar wasn't aware of this. It was almost his intention. Older people were not really the audience. It was young kids that were really being captivated by this content that were big fans of him. It was simple, digestible, and inspired wholesomeness. Dar took this criticism in good faith and even had people that were roasting him be featured on the skits. Considering how well his channel was doing, I don't think he cared about a couple people making fun of him. But most of all, Dar felt he was making a difference. He wasn't just telling stories, he was changing lives. Darman was finally achieving his goal to become rich and successful. And now he was doing it through his passion. Before he knew it, he broke over 20 million subscribers on YouTube. And he started multiple channels, including a podcast where he featured giant creators like MrBeast and Charli D'Amelio. That was until February 6, 2023, when tons of actors were protesting outside of Darman Studios. What the hell was going on?
Okay, buddies, please stop the swear words.
One of the actors took to TikTok that they were protesting because the actors were not being paid fairly. Now, to give some explanation, the actors were not necessarily employees, they were independent contractors. They only get called in when they're needed. And since they're not employees, they don't really receive the benefits of being an employee, such as a salary. When Darman Studios was just starting, they were completely fine with this at first because there wasn't really that much money being involved. But now that the brand had become much more profitable, it seemed like it was affordable to pay them more. And every single actor was struggling to pay rent while Dar was making millions.
As an actor at Darman Studios, I am just a contract player. I have no employment there. I am just sort of called every now and then, as are all the other actors. And it just is not sustainable. And there are a lot of issues at hand here, but one of the main issues is that not a single actor that works at Darman Studios can afford rent.
Probably been in this position before. You're playing your favorite Roblox game, and you want to spend some Robux.
Nightfox, since when did you have an ad?
So, all the actors requested a meeting with Darman so that they can address their concerns. But when the meeting came about, the head of production and HR were present, but Darman was not. The actors specifically wanted to meet with Dar so that they can directly address their concerns, and they were not going to have the meeting until that was met.
The trouble is, there's a culture at the studio of if you talk, you're out. So we decided to come together as a group and talk collectively with our boss, Darman. We sent a letter to him, a hard copy and an email. The email was CC'd to the head of production as well, so that we made sure that Dar got it, but it was addressed to Dar. It was delivered to Dar. That letter was forwarded to the HR department, which we are not employees of Darman Studios, we are contract players. So exactly what we have to do with HR, we're not entirely sure, but it was forwarded over there. We were contacted, said we could have a meeting to discuss our issues. That meeting was pushed several times, changed on us. When we finally got to the meeting, we had reiterated that we wanted it to be with Dar. Dar was not there. And we said, well, we are not going to have the meeting until Dar is here. You guys can be here, the head of production, the head of HR. That's great. We'd love for you to be there too, so everybody's on the same page, but our meeting is with our boss, the person who signs our contracts.
However, this was refused. So they all protested and refused to work until Darman heard their concerns. Regular actors who were in some of Dar's most popular videos came forward one by one describing their instances on set. One of the main was being a very, very toxic work environment. If you spoke up, you were kicked out. And the work culture became so bad, one of the actors, Brianna Walker, had a very, very serious health condition that caused her body to swell and put her life at risk at certain times. The work culture was so bad that one time when she experienced a reaction, she tried to hide it because she was afraid that her job would be put at risk. However, she wasn't able to hide it anymore and did receive medical attention. This did shut down production temporarily, but she was assured that her job would not be affected by it. However, after the event, she was never called back again, and was never given a reason as to why. So, it's only left with one conclusion.
First off, the whole production team knew that I had a medical condition to where my face swells up, I get hives all over my body, my tongue swells up, and my lips swell up, where I have to use an EpiPen or be rushed to the hospital. Without this, I can die. I even take daily medication because of this. So for the shoot, I had a bad allergic reaction. So when I came to set, the director noticed that I was a little off. Everything was off about me. I was not feeling too well, but I still wanted to work because I knew what could happen to me if I didn't finish these scenes. I felt that I was gonna be fired, and I told them that, and I was crying and everything, and Shantae told me that, oh, nothing's gonna happen, it's gonna be okay, he isn't gonna fire you or anything. But after that, I was never hired back again.
Another actress, Jaslyn Nicolette, described an instance where she agreed to do a Halloween TikTok for Dar's page, and that video would consist of Dar chasing her around with a knife. Now, you'd think that this would be a fake prop knife, but it wasn't. The event was so traumatic for Jaslyn that she left the studio in emotional distress.
I was doing a TikTok video with Dar, and it was around Halloween time, so he was supposed to be chasing me with a weapon. There was a security guard on set, and Dar was asking, what weapon should I use? I was assuming that it was going to be a not real weapon, a prop weapon. But he turns to the security guard gives him a real knife and points the knife at me. I said I was unsafe. I had to reiterate that I felt unsafe doing this. I then proceeded to run out of the studio crying. I had a complete meltdown.
Jaslyn never received an apology from Darman himself, but from the head of production. And to make up for this, they promised that they would have assistant directors on set, but this was never delivered. All of these stories coming about, people were starting to question the authenticity of Dar and his brand. It wasn't looking good for him. #ProtestDarman was getting millions and millions of reposts, and he was posting a lot less on his channel because of the delay in production. The allegations were not addressed by Dar himself, but on the Darman Studio Instagram page, where they responded to every single accusation. They claimed that when the actors set up the meeting to talk to Dar, that they actually did not really require Dar to be there, they just simply requested it, making it seem like as if it wasn't really necessary. When the meeting happened and Dar was not present, the actors refused to dispute their claims and then just angrily left the meeting after a couple minutes. They denied the fact they don't pay their actors, and they're actually extremely quick to do so. Dar even said himself that main actors get $33 to $44 an hour, while extras get $18 an hour. However, it doesn't really seem to address what some of the actors are talking about. If they are being paid well, then why can't they afford rent or other basic necessities? They don't want money to afford a Lambo, they just want basic shit. Are the actors just being greedy and
Are you serious right now, bro? Oh my god, oh my god.
put the blame on Dar? You could argue that the actors can just simply choose not to work with Dar if they feel like these are not fair conditions. After all, no one's forcing them to sign a contract with him. They can just choose not to work with him. Having actors as independent contractors is a very, very standard protocol in the entertainment industry, so it's not like this is anything new. But the actors who worked with Darman saw it more than a job. They saw it as family. They felt like they were making a real difference with their work, and they were happy at first first to not accept a lot of money for it, but now it's made so much profit, so it felt reasonable to simply request the basic necessities of being an employee so that they can dedicate more time to it. Considering Dhar dropped $15 million on a mansion in Calabasas that was previously owned by Khloe Kardashian, it's pretty safe to say that he can afford to pay his employees a little more. Now, many of the other actors actually spoke against the protesting ones and claimed that they had amazing experiences working with Dhar Mann. Dhar's most frequent actor, Catherine Norland, had nothing but praise for Dhar Mann, claiming that being an actor for the Dhar Mann Studios actually was the redeeming factor for her acting career. And every year that she was working on set, she received a raise every single time.
From the bottom of my heart, think that Dhar Mann Studios is a great place to work. And I am not being paid to say this. The studio, not even Dhar Mann, knows that I'm making this video. My point of view, I've seen kindness and generosity, and I see them putting out these beautiful messages. This is my experience. Most of you have already heard the other side from the actors who aren't happy. I think there's so many speaking up for that, and I don't see anyone speaking up in favor for Dhar in the studio, and I think it's because it's scary. It's scary to have your voice out there that goes contrary to the louder voices you're hearing. I've been thinking about doing this video for days, but honestly, I was too chicken. I was too chicken to be like, oh, the other actors are gonna hate me now. But when I've been seeing what they've been putting out, it was just grieving me. I've been sitting here weeping. So upset about this whole situation.
Other actors also said very similar things.
And in my eyes of what I've seen, he's been a good guy. To me, and I'm not saying, oh, you're like this Uncle Tom, don't, no. I'm just saying from my point of view, from my vantage point, that's how I've been seen and that's how I've been treated.
So I've only worked for Dhar Mann for a little bit over 2 years, but my experience with them has always been amazing. Working on set at Dhar Mann Studios is so fun. I've never felt uncomfortable, bullied, unsafe, and truly I enjoy it so much.
Personally, I've had an amazing experience working with Dhar Mann. I love the cast and crew, and I have never had an issue with being paid. Dhar Mann Studios has opened up so many doors for me, and one of my first ever real acting jobs was with Dhar Mann. When you're in the industry and when you're an actor, you take jobs from several different companies, unless you have a contract.
One of the actors, Giovanna, left the protest after she felt like it was getting way too out of hand.
There are people who are saying that Dhar Mann doesn't pay. I disagree wholeheartedly with that. That is not true. That has never been true for me. I've always been paid, and within like 24 to 48 hours. It is not right that the whole ship sinks because one bad apple wants revenge.
However,
bad apple. Oh my god.
A lot of the people felt that what they were saying wasn't very sincere and was just another one of their very unconvincing acting performances. So why stick up for Dhar? Possibly to seize the opportunity of sucking up to a powerful, rich man who can give them all of the opportunities that they want. This gig could be way too good to give up if you are a desperate actor, even if you are not treated well. It's better than nothing, and seeing how many views it gets, some people are probably willing to put up with it. But it also could come from a place of sincerity. Maybe they didn't feel entitled to higher pay and just simply were grateful to be part of the project. Dhar was providing some very decent counter-arguments to all of these claims, but some shady stuff happened that changed this a little bit as well. Some of the actors posted very eerie videos retracting their claims of being on set.
I would like to make the following correction to the video I personally removed, posted on my TikTok on February 10th. Mr. Mann did not put a dog in a shoebox and then try to cover it up.
Mr. Mann did not point or pull on me on set. Although there was a on set that wasn't previously discussed.
The way they're talking, it's like they're being held at gunpoint. So what is going on? Well, apparently Dhar sent these actors cease and desist letters to retract their claims and protect his reputation. But this wasn't just it. TikToker Noah Glenn Carter posted a video where he was reporting on all of the protests that were happening, which was soon taken down by Dhar Mann from a copyright claim.
Well, apparently Dhar Mann is not a fan of my coverage because he copyright claimed this video I did on him. And as you can see right here, the claim was made by Dhar Mann himself.
I didn't even know you can copyright claim a video on TikTok. Pretty weird that he would copyright claim a video that was just simply describing the protests that were happening. It's not like he was stealing Dhar's videos. Now, the protesting actors decided to completely leave Dhar Mann Studios for good and make their own channel and post their own content on there. They posted an Indiegogo campaign for $10,000 to raise money for the channel. However, when one of the actors posted this campaign, campaign on TikTok, her video was taken down from a copyright claim by Darman. This is even weirder. Trying to prevent ex-actors from promoting their own stuff is very, very shady work. It doesn't look good no matter what the context is. However, they would raise more than enough needed money and start posting content on their channel regularly. The last time that this would ever be addressed on Darman's side was when he posted himself with all of the actors that were on his side while disputing all of the claims. And after that, it was never really talked about again from anyone. But this still left many questions left unanswered. Who was telling the truth? Were the actors making reasonable complaints and exposing Darman for who he is, or were they simply just being greedy and ungrateful for the opportunity?
We can never know. Alright, okay, I ended the video, okay? That's enough, okay? Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. I will be live again, hopefully tomorrow. And I'll see you guys later, okay? Have a nice day, chat. Bye-bye, chat. Bye-bye.